All right, let's get our next comedian up here. His name is Animesh Chowdhury, and I think his set is dangerous times require extreme measures. So give him a big round of applause.
All right. Hello, everybody. Wake up. It's not time yet. All right. My name is Animesh. I am from Fairfax. And how many of you remember pandemic? All of you remember pandemic? You know what? Before I start, I have to use this, but I have to put this on my arm. Yeah. So this is what I learned from India. That as long as you have the mask on you or somewhere in your body, it's okay. It's fine. You'll be all right. It's not a problem. So pandemic changed a lot of things. I learned a lot of things about humanity. Yeah. So I realized that when humans get scared, get panicked, we just become stupid. In all the books that I had read that humans are the most intelligent animal, all of that, pandemic hit, and we turned out to be the stupidest animal on earth. And not only stupid, we just become the meanest animal. All right? I'll give you examples. You'll know. Pandemic, somehow the news came out it happened in China, right? And now, you're in Costco, you're looking at a Chinese lady just doing Costco thing like everybody else. And everybody's looking at like, okay, that's her. She did it. She got the... I'm like, guys, what is this? Like, she's here like all of us. How would she get the COVID bug? She was here like all of us. Very mean, and everybody's pointing to everybody else as long as they see a Chinese person, and that person could be from Mizoram. It's like just a Chinese look will get you that pandemic kind of meanness. So here we are, all panicked. We don't know what is it that we should do. We all think we are going to die the next day, and our politicians, right? They are as dumb as us. In fact, dumber. So they start going up on stage, on TV, and giving us ideas about exactly what to do. When this thing happened, nobody knows. The scientists don't know what the hell happened. Nobody knows. And they're coming up with ideas. And fortunately for us in America, we had the brightest, the tremendous person leading us at the time. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Trump, right? The smartest person on earth, right? I mean, he knows he's the smartest person. So he comes up with fantastic ideas, right? And you guys, I don't know how many of you followed, and the people who actually followed, they are not here anymore. And I'll tell you some of those ideas. He said, use ultraviolet rays because ultraviolet rays kills the bugs. So he says, use ultraviolet rays through your holes, any holes that you have. Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Ultraviolet rays will do it. People did it, they got their ass burned. Right? That person is not here anymore, can't sit properly anymore. So that person is gone. Then he said, use Clorox. Clorox, the disinfectant that you use when you spill something on the floor. He said, it's okay. Clorox works on the floor. There is no reason it should not work for humans. So, some people did that. They drank Clorox. Okay, they are not here anymore either. Darwin takes care of that, right? Evolution. If you are that stupid, you don't deserve to be here. And then he had another idea. He said, there is a medicine that is given to horses. And he said, you guys, it takes care of some of the bugs in horses. Why don't we should try the horses thing? And lo and behold, some people from down there, not in our states, I hope, they did try that. And obviously, people died. And and people in CDC, Dr. Fauci, and they had to come on TV and says, people just don't take the horse medicine. And this is America, 2022. We are drinking Clorox, putting ultraviolet up our ass, and doing horse medicine. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? We just became the stupidest and meanest person. But the dumbest thing I have ever heard, vaccine came out, right? And everybody's like, oh my God, you know. And they said, this vaccine is the fanciest vaccine on earth. We just did something like in 1 year. I'm like, whatever, what the hell? Just give me the vaccine, however, I don't care. I have to drink it or whatever. There are people who said, I'm not going to take the vaccine. What the? If you don't take the vaccine, you spread the damn disease. They're like, no, this is America. We have to have our freedom. We are not going to take vaccine. And those people are not there anymore either. Which is fantastic. Which is actually great. America, stupid people shouldn't be here anymore. Very nice. So pandemic taught a lot of things, right? When panic happens, you know what your priorities are, right? And America's priorities came loud and clear. Our priorities are toilet paper. Out of everything that could have been a crisis after the pandemic, it was the toilet papers. I am like, how is this possible? This is 2020. We are sending people in Mars. We are making rockets that can send things and come back. And we are not going to be able to wipe our asses. What is this? Right? We just became the stupidest nation on earth. Alright? But India had to beat us, even in the stupidity. Some politicians said, in the Vedas, in the ancient book of Vedas, it is written that the urine from a cow, I am not even kidding, guys, this happened. The urine from a cow will not only cure COVID, all the versions of COVID. Anything that can happen in future, it will cure everything. And lo and behold, people started drinking urines from the cow. They are not here anymore either. And thank goodness they are not there. So, pandemic taught a lot of things. But, you know what? One good thing that came out of pandemic is that I don't have to go to office anymore. All I needed to have is a couple of fresh shirts, no pants. Guys, it's just pandemic is just great, right? So another thing happened in pandemic, and this was like Survivor edition, home edition. It's like you are stuck with the people who don't like you and you don't like them. And you are stuck with them, day in and day out, for like months. And people went insane. They went drinking. People are just drinking, because you can't live with them. And then there was this thing, just after the vaccines came out, the divorce filings went up. There was a new category of divorce created, pandemic divorce. Yes, you guys know that, right? People realized that if the next pandemic comes, I'm going to commit suicide. So I better get out right now. Who the hell knows when the next pandemic is coming? You better file for divorce right now. All right. So my advice, and I'm taking this advice very, 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 very seriously. 2 things you should do right now. Figure out which family you want to be with when the pandemic comes. Find that person. You don't want to be there when the pandemic comes. And the second thing, how to look good with a mask. All right? Thank you very much. You guys have a break.